If you're serious about securing your motorcycle, you've probably come across the Urban UR74120L security kit. It's hyped as a dual-function, heavy-duty lock set that promises to keep your bike safe. But here's what surprised me. This set isn't just your average chain and lock combo. It claims to be cut-proof, tested against saws, hammers, and shears, and rated level 19 out of 20 in anti-theft security. However, after digging deeper into the Urban UR74120L, I found some issues that might make you think twice before hitting that buy button. Stick around because I'm going to reveal the pros, the cons, and whether this expensive $244 security kit lives up to the hype or leaves you vulnerable. So if you're a proud motorcycle owner looking for solid security, or just someone wanting to avoid a costly mistake, this review is for you. First off, let's talk about what makes the Urban UR74120L unique. At first glance, this is a serious-looking security set, combining a heavy-duty steel chain, 13.5 mm thick and 120 cm long, covered in a protective textile sleeve to stop paint scratches, with a mini U-lock boasting an 18 mm diameter shackle and a sophisticated SEK plus DISCTCH double locking system. This U-lock isn't your run-of-the-mill bike lock. It's designed to secure your front brake disc as well as anchor the rear wheel when used with the chain. The fact that it's SRA approved and manufactured in Europe adds a bit of European quality assurance to the mix. Sounds perfect, right? But here's where things start to wiggle. While the chain and lock combo is versatile and seems robust, some users have pointed out that the mini U-lock can be tricky to operate in low light conditions or tight spaces. Imagine fumbling with an 18 mm shackle lock when you're in a hurry or it's dark outside. Definitely frustrating. Also, the chain's loop system is designed for flexibility, but could be a hassle if you want to carry it around daily since the entire kit weighs quite a bit, making it less than ideal for lighter, more spontaneous rides. So you might find yourself torn between security and convenience. Now, the Urban UR74120L promises anti-theft level 19 out of 20 security, which is impressive. It's said to have been tested against saws, hammers, and shears, which sounds like a dream come true for motorcycle riders, right? However, no lock is completely thief-proof. Let's face it, if a determined thief has enough time and tools, any security product can be overcome. The question is, how much extra security does this kit add compared to other options? From what I gathered, while it holds up well against standard braking tools, there have been reports of the U-lock being vulnerable to picking or forced attacks if not used correctly or paired properly with the chain. This means you can't just slap on the lock and expect your bike to be Fort Knox. Technique and proper use matter. About versatility, Urban offers different chain lengths, 100 cm, 120 cm, and 150 cm, to fit your specific needs, which is neat. But depending on your bike size and where you park it, you may need a longer chain to loop around a sturdy anchor point. Remember, the chain length affects not just where and how you lock your bike, but also the weight you're lugging around. So if portability is a priority, this may not be the best pick. Also, the chain's cover is designed to protect your paint, but a few reviewers noted that the fabric can wear out or become dirty easily over time, which is a minor but notable downside. Let's take a moment for a quick joke. Why did the motorcycle lock go to therapy? Because it couldn't handle the pressure. Okay, onto more serious stuff. One of the biggest draws for the Urban UR74120L is its dual-function design, combining a mini disc lock and a chain with a textile cover. This lets you lock multiple parts of your bike, front disc and frame or wheels, providing layered security. For those riding high-end motorcycles, which are prime targets for thieves, this could be a solid deterrent. However, layering security also means adding complexity. If you're someone who is all about convenience and quick locking, spending precious minutes fiddling with two locking mechanisms might not excite you. Moreover, this dual approach demands that you find suitable fixed objects to anchor to, or else the whole security premise falls apart. Speaking of which, the Urban UR74120L can be combined with an anchor point like the Urban Security UR55, allowing you to lock your bike to fixed structures such as garage floors or poles. This is an excellent feature if you have a permanent parking space, but not every rider can install such anchors, especially those who park on the street or in shared parking lots. Without a proper anchor, even the best chains won't serve their full purpose, and you risk false security. Now, as a quick rehook, let me ask you, how much would you pay to avoid the nightmare of seeing your motorcycle stolen? If you answered anything less than $1,000, good news. The Urban UR74120L aims to bridge that gap by offering European-tested security at a mid-high price point. Yet, is it worth skipping cheaper alternatives or other premium locks? My take might surprise you. Diving into the user reviews and expert opinions, most buyers love the solid build quality. The heavy-duty steel chain is praised almost universally. The locking mechanism of the Mini U-Lock gets high marks for its double locking system, which certainly complicates picking. However, some criticism surfaces regarding the weight of the kit. Carrying a 120 cm chain plus a U-Lock isn't ideal for daily commuters or those looking for lightweight portability. If you're a weekend rider who parks in the same secure spot, weight isn't a major issue, but if you're zipping across town and want to stow the lock under your seat, you might find it bulky. Another recurring theme in reviews is the price. At about $244, it's not cheap. You could buy 2 or 3 cheaper locks for the same amount, or even one premium smart lock with alarms. So, is the Urban UR74120L delivering value for that investment? Given its SRA approved and European made, yes, to an extent. But some customers question whether the extra cost translates to significantly better security in real-world conditions. Here's a quick security joke to lighten the mood. Why don't thieves ever break into comedy clubs? Because the punchlines are locked up tight. All right, back to business. Installation and daily usability are other factors. The textile sleeve on the chain keeps your bike's paint safe from scratches, which is a considerate touch most cheap chains lack. The loop system allows flexibility, but setting it up around fixed points can be a bit fiddly, especially if you're in a hurry or parking in tight spaces. The Mini U-Lock size makes it convenient but not pocket-friendly. In fact, sizing your chain length just right is crucial. Too short, and you limit your options for anchoring. Too long, and it becomes cumbersome. So, who is the Urban UR74120L truly for? I'd say it's best suited for motorcycle owners who ride high-end bikes, park in areas where theft risk is high, and are willing to invest in strong, tested security gear to protect their investment. If you're someone who wants a perfect balance between security and flexibility and doesn't mind carrying a slightly heavier setup, then this kit is worth considering. Conversely, if you prefer convenience over maximum security or are budget conscious, there may be alternatives better tailored for your needs. Another aspect to consider is the longevity of the lock. Because it's made of steel and covered in textile, it offers decent weather resistance but might need occasional maintenance. The lock's double locking system, while secure, could potentially seize if exposed to extreme weather without care. You might want to lubricate it regularly. What about theft deterrence? The Urban UR74120L's look alone can be a powerful dissuader. A thick steel chain visibly locks your bike's wheels and frame, signaling to potential thieves that you mean business. Thieves often look for the easiest targets, and this heft might be enough to steer them away. Just don't count on it being impregnable. Always use it alongside other security strategies, parking in well-lit areas and installing alarms where possible. Time for a last joke before we wrap things up. Why did the bike lock break up with the chain? Because it felt too chained down. All right, I promise that's the last one. To sum it all up, the Urban UR74120L isn't perfect, but it's a solid, highly secure motorcycle lock system made with quality materials and thoughtful design. It excels in providing tough anti-theft protection through its dual locking system and serious chain thickness. The drawbacks, weight, price, potential operational challenges, are worth considering depending on your personal needs. While it might be bulkier than some prefer and somewhat pricey, it delivers peace of mind for those who demand serious security. Remember, no security product is foolproof, but layering strong, tested locks like this significantly reduces your risk. If you want to check it out for yourself, I've dropped the best current Amazon price in the description below. Just a heads up, prices can change very fast, so jump on it if you find a good deal. Protecting your investment today means fewer headaches tomorrow. Stay safe out there and keep your engines running. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the link below for the latest price and deals on the Urban UR74120L.